Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Candace Yvette. I am back with another video, okay? This video, I am going to be covering a missing persons case, and I'm still sitting up, y'all, so just give me a few minutes. So this case is I'm going to be covering the Monisha Harrell case, and it's coming to me out of Bessemer, Alabama. Okay, I just sent her sister a link to join me on this live so we can learn more about her case, because there's not much on this case that I was able to find, not even different photos of her. Okay, but I'm going to read this to you guys. Now, the missing date is actually the date she was reported missing. Okay, so those two things can change as well. And the reason why I'm specifying that is because it's possible that she probably went missing before she was actually reported missing. Okay, some families are on it and they report their loved ones missing right after that 24 to 48 required window ends. But some families, depending on the circumstances, they don't immediately report. So I'm going to read the circumstances of disappearance while we wait for her sister to join us. Okay, so it says Monisha has not been seen or heard from in months before she was reported missing. Monisha will regularly check in with family, but they haven't been able to make contact. Unfortunately, information regarding her personal life, her professional career, and her relationships hasn't been shared. Considering that her family and friends haven't heard from her for some time, it is unclear when authorities believe Monisha actually went missing. Okay, she was last seen or last known to be in the area of Cloverdale Apartments. Monisha reportedly has a tattoo of a butterfly on her lower back. Okay, so that's all of the information that I've been able to find. That's actually the most of the information that I've been able to find on Monisha. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get the picture on the of her on the screen here. So just give me a minute. And again, I sent her sister a link, so I'm waiting for her sister to come up as well. Okay. So this way we can learn more about this case. Also, y'all, I had came up with an idea for those of y'all who are new to Black Women Aware. Y'all, for my older people who've been here since day one, I struggle a lot with insomnia or whatever. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because sometimes I be up late and I be wanting to get on here and talk to y'all about different things. And one of the subjects that I wanted to talk to y'all about was online dating, online dating, and whether or not you guys think that online dating like is something you would consider. Do you think people should online date and things like that? Okay. So I'll be making that live probably later on this afternoon, but I'll probably have it tomorrow night or something. And it'll be an open panel. You can come up, you can speak your mind. This isn't going to be the type of panel to where, like, we're all basically going to be educating each other on this panel, okay? So I'm just getting a picture of Monisha up, and I'm just waiting for her sister to get a hold of me so we can learn more about this case. so that hopefully the more we learn, the more we can be aware of, the more answers um, we can help, or we're able to put out this information and get the family some closure in this situation. So again, just give me a minute. Okay, let's see here. So again, I might go on mute too to call her sister as well. And this is Monisha. I might go on mute to call her sister as well, just to make sure she's not having any problems coming up here and joining the live. Okay. But yeah, so there's not much information out about Monisha, and it's sketchy on like when she actually went missing. Okay. The date is sketchy. So hopefully we can find out a little bit more from her family and even friends, even people who probably had like friendships with her, so we can get the information out and get her home, because it is scary that somebody just disappears. And one of the things that I found in one of the posts about her from the police department down there in Alabama is it said she had been missing for months, and one of the commentators said exactly what I was thinking. It was like, y'all just posting this and she's been missing for months, and they were questioning the police department. So that's who they were questioning. Guys, excuse me, I have not been getting a lot of sleep lately. Okay, so I'm gonna go on mute and contact her sister really quick. Okay, bear with me, y'all. Okay, so I just spoke with Monisha's sister, and she's going to be joining us shortly here. Okay, so I'm sorry about the like I had to go on mute for a little while so I could get a hold of her. Um, but yeah, so I am thinking about doing like a late night live where we just talk about different topics, and if y'all have any ideas or whatever that you would like for me to cover, just put it in my email. I can put my email here in the chat, but I can also put it in the description box. And it's going to be an open panel, and anybody can come up and speak their mind. This is going to be a late night thing, so um, we're just going to basically shoot the breeze on this type of live. Um, Let me put my email. Okay. Hello. How you doing?
All right, how you?
I'm fine. So, I know I couldn't give like a clear introduction of who I was when I called you earlier because we had some bad phone reception. But my name is Candace Yvette. I am an advocate and vlogger for missing black and missing and murdered black women and children. And I came across your sister's case and I noticed, and it's not unusual because it happens a lot of times with a lot of black women that we don't find a lot of information on their cases. And I did some searching and I was able to find next of kin and I left that comment like, hey, somebody get a hold of me because I am concerned because there's not a lot of information out about her. So would you like to share with us like about your sister and like what happened around the time of her disappearance?
Yes, I guess around her disappearance, shortly I guess after she out of the hospital, I mean, she was talking to this guy named Kerry Knox or whatever, but like I said, she was with my auntie. She used to go check on my auntie because my auntie had breast cancer or whatever, but when she
Mm-hmm.
ain't, so she got real concerned. But uh, the dude had put in the hospital or whatever. And
Had put Monisha in the hospital.
yeah, he had put in the hospital beat up real bad. They said
Oh
to the
my
point
gosh.
you couldn't just touch her or anything. Like she was
Mhm.
just so. I mean, but the guy, I mean, she was talking to him, and she was also talking to the guy, Michael Talbert. But
Mhm.
which both keep on saying like one of them did like one the dude Mike saying that Carrie did something to her, and the dude Carrie saying Mike did something to her, but the dude Carrie also saying that she was pregnant.
Mhm.
So I don't know nothing about the pregnancy or nothing like that, but he kept on saying like, well, she's supposed to be pregnant with her, and Mike did something to her. And Mike keep on saying that Carrie did something to her, but the police, you know what I'm saying? Like we told the police about the situation, but the police like, well, it really ain't nothing that they can do unless they find a body.
Wow. So did they ever pull Carrie or Michael in to like interview them or
I think they
question?
used the words to Carrie, but they never did tell us about what was said.
Mhm.
They never questioned Mike, period. So a couple of our family members tried to get together and tell the police like the house that they was in, her and dude Kara was staying in, like before y'all even move somebody else in the apartment, whatever, can y'all go check for blood splatters or anything?
Right.
Like they
Mhm.
they never did anything. Like Bessemer police are like nothing that we told them to do, they never did anything. They just I guess went on and started upon about it and then they'll go from there.
Wow. Wow. And I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm wondering why like they wouldn't at least go over there and check that house. If she was living there, why wouldn't they at least, take your word for it and go over there and check that house? Like,
Several I remember told I mean was calling, telling them do this, telling them do that. I guess by us just telling them what they need to do, I guess they looking at it like, well, I mean, if some come up then we'll get into a child.
and
Basically.
what's because I mess up the pronunciation of the city that you live in. How do you pronounce like the name of the city you live in?
Bessemer, Alabama.
Okay, is that a small city?
Yes, ma'am. It's like below Birmingham.
Okay, because I'm asking because like I notice sometimes in the smaller cities, like it don't really matter where I find most of these cases, like it's all the same when it comes to like the police response. Because there was another young lady who went missing in Houston. Houston's a pretty big city, and she isn't getting much help with the police either. But have you all like as her family, have you all thought about hiring a private investigator?
Yeah, I'm thinking about. I'm gonna look into it. I just been having so
Mhm.
much going on lately, but I'm gonna
Mhm.
look into what I'm gonna see how about I go about doing it because
Yeah,
like
and
we
then
really
like
with
mhm.
the police. We ain't getting nowhere with the police. Like every little lead that like my sister ain't been seen a whole year in what 3-4 months, almost
Mhm.
4 months. So that's crazy, like nothing.
So she was so all right because I'm trying to get like some clarification. Was she missing for 3 or 4 months before you all reported her?
Yeah, she was missing. No, she was okay. When my auntie reported, no, she was missing like I think like a month before my auntie reported her, and I'm like, huh? But I know, you know what I'm saying, like if she go anywhere, I know like two people she always notify, and that's how I always know where she at. Like her best friend, his name Bob. Like he always, I don't care if she when she in Las Vegas or wherever, I don't care where she at. She always let
Mm-hmm.
him where she at, and he haven't heard anything, like nothing, period, from her and her friend Tanisha. And when I say they ain't heard nothing, like nothing, and everybody normally see, know what I'm saying, like in Bessemer, like Bessemer in Birmingham, like everybody gonna know see her. Know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody seen her. Like we hit every spot there we could think of from Birmingham to wherever. Like, cause everybody know her. Like if they see her, they will. No, she gonna call me. Then she gonna come to the house. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make sure she like we fall out, fuss a fight. Like she'll give me. You know what I'm saying? Like 2, 3 weeks of time. You know what I'm saying? Then come around back to the house. You know what I'm saying? Cause then my sister. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna fight. Everybody gonna
Right.
fuss. There
Mm-hmm.
ain't no problem. Like I said, she gonna come. She gonna pop up. Like, and that's just crazy.
So and Renia, I gotta ask the hard questions because a lot of times when I come across cases of black women when we come up missing, and this is not to disrespect Monisha, this is not to disrespect you guys, but it's all about finding her and get as much information as we can out so we can start looking in the right places because as an outsider and we don't know her, we don't know her normal routine or anything. It's not much we can work with into looking for. And I noticed with these cases, with the public, if we don't have a lot of information, a lot of times it falls by the wayside. And I just don't want that to happen with your sister's case. But because the article that I read, it said that not much is known about like what she did for work. Do you know like you know where she was working or what she did for work?
She was not working. She was
Mm-hmm.
not working.
So did she have a side hustle or anything?
She mainly the guys that she was talking to mainly took care of her.
Okay. And like you said, okay, so you said she had two best friends, a guy and a girl named Tanisha, and the guy lived in Las Vegas.
No, no. He also from now when she go out of town, far out of town or whatever. That's you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying. She know about where she's stationed at.
Okay.
So, like if I call him, I'll be like, "So you talk to my sister?" Like, yo, she over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's how I always know where she at.
Mm-hmm.
So if she down here and she in Bessemer or Birmingham, like she gonna make sure she come through. But yeah, they're just crazy. She's not just gonna be gone like that and not letting nobody know where she at.
Right. And it's coming up on a year now, right?
Right.
And so
It's
I'm
in
wondering, because like those guys, like after y'all questioned them, the guys that she was romantically involved in, after y'all questioned them, like did they start acting funny after she was reported
I mean, one
missing?
of the guys now, like I said, one of the guys now, I just recently started seeing him. He talked to one of the girls that take her children to the same daycare as my little girl.
Mm-hmm.
And like he just hold his head down and the teacher like, you know him? Why he always holding his head down or he'll wait till you walk out and come in and this and I said, and I told her the situation with her. And she's
Mm-hmm.
like, for real? I was like, yeah. And so, but the girl that he talked to now, like he been lying to her, telling her all types of little stuff. I'm like, huh? I was like, baby, my first of all, my sister ain't do not have any children. Like I guess she was telling people like, oh well, he told me that these her sister, these the girl children he was talking to, and she just got. I said, huh? I don't know why he just. I don't know. He just been
What
making
did
up
he tell her?
that my kids is her kid is my sister kid. I'm like, huh? I said, why he even will even tell you something like that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm crazy. I mean, he should have been telling the girl like all types of stuff that he talking to.
And
But
which dude is this? Is this Carrie or Michael?
Michael Tauber, his name is Michael Tauber. But
Mm-hmm.
he is originally not from down here. He originally from Detroit, but he stays
Mm.
down.
How long has he been down in Alabama?
for a while. I guess he go back and forth because he got family still in Detroit, but he
Hmm.
been down here for a while, for a couple of years now.
Okay. And like, does he have any cuz Carrie is the one who allegedly put hands on your
But
sister,
it
right?
was both it let me go back.
Mhm.
Both is both of 'em. Now he
Mhm.
had put now Michael put in the hospital too with broken ribs. He broke her ribs, well, got her jaw wired and all types of stuff too. Now he also abused her too. He had her mouth wired up, whatever he did to her, that her mouth had to get wired up.
Oh
She also
wow.
he gave her broken ribs, broke a couple of her ribs and everything. So
Have
he also, huh?
was sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but was any of that reported? Like, did she ever file for like a restraining order or anything like that?
No, I mean he had. I mean he made sure he be in the hospital with her, so she won't. Know what I'm saying? Like during the like,
Wow. So she couldn't report it.
right? Like you say something to her, like what he'll do to her, this and that, and the third. But like she'll tell her friend Tanisha about what's going on. But when Tanisha see Tanisha, I was close to Tanisha too about, and Tanisha she'll tell me about what happened, and I'll say something. They know I'm gonna say something. They
Hmm.
know I'm because I'm not the type of, they know I'm gonna say something I don't like. So like him ended up getting into it. He was talking about what he'll like, baby, you gonna do what to me? And
Hmm.
nothing going on. But this ain't it
Um,
over here.
so Tanisha, her friend, like, has she been around y'all since Monisha went missing?
Oh, she keep in contact. She keep in contact. We be trying to see what's going. I'm trying to make sure my phone don't die.
Hmm.
Keep in contact or whatever. And because everybody's still trying to see about what's really going on. Like
Right.
why police ain't doing their job? I mean, it's just crazy because they literally ain't doing anything.
Hmm. And
But
so
like I
I
said,
want to I want to clear up rumors as well, because one of the things that the police put in and different sites, just different sites are putting in their articles, is that she went months without speaking to her family. Is that true or not?
no, I don't know nothing about where they get their information from. Like I
Mhm.
said, I don't know anything about that.
And you're
About
her older sister, right?
I'm the younger sister. My older
Oh,
sister,
okay.
yeah, I'm the youngest. I'm the
Hmm.
youngest.
Hmm. Oh,
But no, like they was in Thomas and they was getting tips about, oh, she was at this place, she was that place. Baby, now she went. Cause soon we went there, like the girl tried to say that she was at a hotel room. She had just seen her this and that and the third. Okay, you just seen her, why you ain't call? You know my number. But when
right.
soon as they went up there, like my aunt had supposed to go, we went up right up there. The lady was like, "No, man, we ain't never seen her." Like, but we still have seen on the news
Who said
or
she was
whatever.
at the hotel? Tanisha?
No, this the girl, a girl named Ebony, but she was just lying. I guess I mean people just be wanting clout, like just but they ain't in a joke about. You see what I'm saying? Like people
Right.
take it like it's a game and it's a joke. Like it's not a game and it's not a joke. I don't
Right.
find nothing like that, like because it's serious. Like it's
Right. I
crazy.
agree.
Y'all want the name out there just say, "Oh well, I did this, I seen this." Y'all just want to be seen and y'all just want to be heard for what?
Yeah, and you got to be careful with these kind of cases, because I'm finding that a lot when I work on other cases. A lot of times people just want clout, or you have to be careful. That's why I wanted to clear up any rumors now, because a lot of times when it comes to missing cases, people want to put out a lot of lies, and I want to clear it all up now before people start to speculate and put their
Everybody,
own.
yeah, everybody here. I mean, yeah, my sister, she's not. No, that everybody got skeletons in their closet. I don't know who don't.
That's right.
Everybody human. Everybody human.
Right.
Yeah, she had her flaws. Yeah, she did her thing. But at the end of the day, guess what? I know my sister. She gonna come. She gonna come knock on my door. Like I
Right.
don't care. I don't care what the girl been and did. My doors are always open to her. Period. I mean, I don't care what she did. Yeah, she
I
probably worked
agree.
out there. She did this and did that, but still though, she had to sign that what she did make her not human. She's still human at the end of the day. I
Right.
don't care if she wasn't my sister. I treat everybody the same. I don't treat nobody no different from nobody. Period.
And I couldn't agree with that more. And like I'm glad that you said it before I had to, because me personally, I don't care what she was involved in. I just want to know what happened. Like, where is she at?
That's the only thing I want. I just want closure. That's it. I mean, that's the
Hmm.
only thing I want. I mean, and if I had to say, I really, in my mind, if I really had to say, my sister is not no longer with us. If you really want to, if in my opinion, then that's what I really feel, that she ain't him. But I just want closure. That's all I want.
So you feel it? You feel like in your heart that she's no longer like alive?
I really feel that she is not no longer with us. Like ever since like it happened, I've been having like crazy dreams and stuff. Like I'm like I know that, you know what I'm saying, but I
Hmm.
want the closure. That's all I want.
Hmm. And like I gotta ask this too, and it's another hard question. But do you, like, out of both of those guys, who do you suspect has something to do with her disappearance?
That's kind of a hard one. I really leaning towards, because they Carrie was the last one she was seen with, and also like Mike was like this, and I my thing is, okay, let me go back too with this. If she was pregnant, if they saying that she was pregnant, I mean, well, I really want to know what's going on with that too.
Hmm.
Like, it's crazy if she was pregnant. So I don't know what was going on with that either.
Right, like, and usually, and I'm not trying to say this to be offensive, but I've had this channel for like 2 years, and I've studied these cases so much. But if she was allegedly pregnant, do you think, like, who do you think, like, out of them two guys possibly didn't want children? Because I'm noticing with some of these cases, when it comes to black women, if the boyfriend or the husband doesn't want children and the woman doesn't want to abort, they tend to get crazy. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm wondering, out of, if she was allegedly expecting a child, which one out of them two would, do you think, like in your gut, wouldn't want children?
It would probably have to be Mike. Because, like, when Kara was, okay, my auntie talked to Kara, but when he
Mm-hmm.
was saying, y'all need to go talk to her baby daddy, this and that, I'm like, what? My sister ain't have kids. But then I ran across the dudes. He was telling me like, yo, yeah, your sister was pregnant. I'm like, well, she supposed to be pregnant. He was like, yeah, she's supposed. I seen. He was like, when before she went missing or whatever, he had ended up seeing her, but she's supposed to be pregnant. But like I said, I don't know. And if it was my baby, like I said, he pretty crazy. Both of them get crazy. So I really don't know on that situation right now.
Mm-hmm. And
But
yeah, because I'm thinking that the police should definitely look more into both of them, and
I
it's
say it
messed
ain't. I
up.
mean, if you doing all this, if you already put in the hospital, he could have, know what I'm saying, panic, hit her the wrong way, because you can't hit somebody the wrong way and hey, boom, there you go.
Mhm.
It could be accident, and if it was an accident, but you ain't got no meaning putting your hands on a female. Period. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, it's crazy.
Mm. And other than like Ebony or what Ebony told you, is anybody else bringing anything, like any kind of leads? Any?
Ain't nobody seen nothing. Ain't nobody seen her. Period. From Noah. And everybody, and pretty much everybody know my sister. Ain't nobody seen her, period.
Mhm.
No way.
And like, I probably will have you send me more pictures of her, because it's only that one picture of her.
Right.
And again, a lot of times with these missing cases, the more pictures we have, especially when it's a woman, because you know, women, we do our hair, we do our makeup, and we have a tendency to look different. So I'm gonna have you send me some more pictures, and like we discussed over the phone, but I don't know if you heard me because our reception was kind of shoddy. Um, I do highly encourage you to create a GoFundMe so that you guys can like get money for like a private investigator. You know, because I really feel like if the police are not trying to get the word out about Monisha,
That's
then
yeah, that's the main thing that they really do down here. First of all, like if they really don't do their jobs unless like somebody just stumble upon a body. That's when they mainly just get, okay, well then we got a body right here. Now we got to investigate. That's
so
how they really. Yeah,
they
but
basically let the public do their jobs for them.
right. Basically, that's what they do. They
Yeah,
ain't just
that's.
gonna jump on your head first and just okay, we got to do this, we got to do that. No, when they get a lead is by when somebody been a stumble upon a body. Oh, we just seen a body. Can y'all come and check on it or whatever? Then they'll do a investigation. But as far as them talking about some doing this, doing that, they not big on that. They
Mm-hmm.
really
Okay, and then like I'm wondering, because you don't know like when was the last day she contacted you? Your sister contacted
but I haven't heard from her. Like I know my auntie told me when she called, she was like, "Well, she down here now. She been with her for the last couple months, like helping her out because I know my auntie had breast cancer and she really no, she be back and forth in the hospital.
you. Right.
So that when she had been over there with my auntie, making sure my auntie was straight, doing this, making sure she took her pills and all this and that. So making sure my auntie was good. So my auntie knowing, know what I'm saying, she is not finna just disappear know what I'm saying, knowing out of the ordinary, you know what I'm saying, knowing what she was doing for helping my auntie. And I mean, if she doing something that she's supposed to be doing, like helping out this, she gonna carry that out. She gonna do that. Like
Okay,
I have
so
no problem like, when, you know what I'm saying, if she had to do something for me, you know what I'm saying, I have no problem with her doing anything for me. Like if she had to
mhm.
watch me to do this and that, she'll sit there, she gonna do that.
And
So
do you think your aunt would be willing to come on a live with me and talk about Monisha?
yes, ma'am, she
Okay.
will.
Cause yeah, like if you could give her my email and have her email me, and that way we can kind of discuss what she knows, and like since Monisha was taking care of her, we could kind of pinpoint the last time she heard from her, so we can get like a timeline, and then not only that, but pinpoint the last time you guys' aunt has heard from her, so we can kind of figure out when she went missing. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Um,
ma'am.
and you saying that there's no police reports, there's no anything like with the abuse that she had on both these men at all.
No,
Wow. And like I'm saying wow because like for her to have her jaw rewired and have her ribs broke and all this stuff, like these are they obviously displaying signs of rage and they can't control their emotions. Like I wonder what kind of relationship she was actually in with them, or I wonder what went on day by day with these men. You know what I mean?
you're right.
And so like not only that, but because it said on this missing ad that I read, like who lived out in, was it Cloverdale Apartments?
Yeah, that's what her and Kara say.
Okay. So she stayed out there. Was it her apartment or his?
His apartment.
Okay. And do he still live out there?
No, he been moved. He ended up moving soon as I guess right after my auntie put in the report. He moved.
Oh,
So like he just up the move.
do y'all know where he moved to?
I had no idea.
And
See my auntie.
what did you
I
say
had
his
no
last
idea.
name was again?
Wow.
Knox.
Yeah.
Okay. Is he originally from Alabama?
Yes, he's from Alabama.
Have you seen him around town? Is he still in the city?
I haven't seen him. I mean, I haven't seen him. I've rolled around. I tried to seek it. I found him. I
Mhm.
haven't.
Has anybody came back to you and said they spotted him somewhere?
No. I think my auntie says that somebody said they seen him. I don't know, but she really have more on the inside of him than I do because it was like the places like one of the girls that said that she knew him and tried to tell me give me an address on him, but
Hmm.
he there. So because I was gonna pull up at every place that I possibly yeah, wherever they say he was, I was gonna pull up.
Hmm. And Renia, I'm gonna pause right here. I'm not gonna cut the live stream. What I want you to do, if you could, is like contact your aunt and see if she's available to jump on this stream like right now. But if she's not, we can get her on another stream. Okay, so I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna let you drop down so you can get a hold of your aunt. But I'll still be on here, so you can just click that same link when you're ready to come back up. Okay.
I'm gonna get in touch with her right now.
Okay. Okay, y'all. So I am speaking with the sister of Monisha Harrell. Monisha Harrell, y'all, went missing in let me put her picture back up here. Let's see. Let me put her picture back up here. So this is Monisha. This is Monisha Harrell, okay? This beautiful young lady went missing last year, y'all. Okay. And there is nothing, there's barely anything on her. And I really, again, like all of this week, I've been interviewing family members. I've been interviewing people, not only of missing cases, but murder cases. And I'm going to ask that y'all please share this video. Please like this video. It's not for my benefit, it's for the benefit of this family. Because a lot of stuff that, and I thank Renia for coming up and speaking with me, y'all, taking time out of her schedule to speak with me. But at the same time, the things that she has shared with me in this interview, I feel like will help this case because a lot of the stuff is not being revealed to the general public. The article that I seen about Monisha, it literally says like some of them are just saying, "Hey, she went missing around this time of year," and she basically was last seen in these apartments. That's all they're saying. Now I get it with some certain police departments, like they don't want to say much because they may be investigating, but as y'all heard out of the mouth of Monisha's sister, that the police down where she's at are not really doing much about this case. Okay, they're not doing much. Okay, they're basically letting it fall by the wayside. Sadly, her sister, who I was just on live with, Renia, she believes that Monisha is no longer with us. I hope that she's wrong. I hope that this young lady is still alive. But from what I'm hearing from her sister, allegations around the city are saying that Monisha was possibly expecting a child, and she was allegedly dealing with two men at the time, one named Michael, one named Carrie. Okay. And from what Renia has told me, she still sees Michael around the city, but Carrie, nobody has seen him since Monisha's aunt, their aunt, reported her missing. Okay. So I'm stressing to y'all, like, please share this live. Okay. It's not for my benefit at all. Also, I have encouraged Renia to make a GoFundMe on her family's behalf to help them pay for a private investigator, because y'all heard what she said. She said at this point, she said, I just want closure. Okay. She said, I just want closure at this point. I just want to know not only what happened to my sister, but I want to possibly, hopefully, get a hold of her remains so they can have a proper burial if she has passed away, and get justice. You know, we're not just stopping at that. We want justice for what happened to this young lady if something did happen to her. But if she is just missing and she has not contacted her family, we want her to reach out to her family and let her family know that she's okay. Okay. So can y'all please share this live? Please like the video. Please just make other people aware of what's going on. Again, as I stress all the time on this channel, if it was one of us, we would want everybody to just stop what they're doing and share our stories and get the awareness out there. Okay. So like, this is the only photo I have of Monisha. Usually I try to search for many different photos of many different angles of missing persons, especially when they are women, because like I said, you know, women, we have a tendency to change our hair. Some of us wear makeup or whatever. I don't wear makeup. I don't have anything against makeup or anything like that, but I still look different, y'all, even when I just change my hair. Okay, and my weight, it tends to fluctuate. Okay, so I definitely look different with just different hairstyles. So I've also encouraged her sister, her younger sister, to send me more pictures of Monisha, so that when I do, because I am going to go back over her story so that I can share those pictures and share any updates. Okay. But yeah, y'all, we need to definitely get more awareness to this case. Shout out to Black Femicide, because I know last year they shared the case. They shared it, but nothing has come of it. Nobody knows anything. Okay. So that's why I am doing these interviews, so that we can find out what happened. Um, I'm going to possibly see if I can get Sent on the live as well. Okay, because I know Sent was kind of busy, but sometimes Sent tends to ask the questions that I don't really ask, not because I'm not caring, but because they just don't cross my mind. Everybody thinks different. Hold on, y'all. But yeah, so we definitely want to share this live. We want to boost it. We want to get the likes up on this video so that we can get awareness out about this. Okay. Hold on, y'all. And again, if y'all didn't hear me earlier, if y'all was not here earlier, I was saying that I am possibly going to be going live again tomorrow night, and we're going to discuss online dating and how you feel about online dating, whether it's safe or not, and just things like that, and just shooting the breeze. But again, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna because I did tell her I would still be on here, and I'm gonna wait for her to see if she can get a hold of her aunt to get her on the live as well. Okay, so that we can talk to the aunt and see what the aunt knows, and when the last time she spoke to Monisha. Okay, because it's real messed up that when these women and children go missing, like nobody literally does nothing. And as I said already in the in the last video, I was watching um that R. Kelly, what the hell are they calling it? The R. Kelly docu series. And in that R. Kelly docu series, what did Charlemagne the guy said? He said, when you want to get away with S word abuse or S word assault, he said you go and get a hold of a black woman or a black girl, and that's how you get away with S word abuse and S word assault, and even physical abuse. Because from what her sister told me, her sister said that allegedly both of these men were violent towards her sister. One of them actually put her in the hospital, and her jaw was wired shut, and her ribs were broken. You know how hard or how much force you have to put into something to break somebody's jaw or break their ribs. And think about it. Ribs, like you have most of your ribs are set in place and they're connected to a sternum, but you do have some ribs that float and they're not connected to anything. But even those floating ribs, they are very strong. And to break a rib, you really have to have a serious injury. Those ribs, they protect very important organs, your lungs and heart and all. So to break ribs, you have to really be putting force into something. Okay. Let me see this link. I'm sending a link to send y'all. But yeah, you have to have a lot of force to break ribs, y'all. You have to have a lot of fucking force to break ribs. And when I heard that, my heart just sank for this young lady, especially because her family, if she has passed away, her family does not know where her remains are. Okay, they don't know. They don't know. Okay, y'all give me a minute. I'm gonna send this link. I don't know if y'all hear my loud refrigerator. I gotta replace it soon. It's not even going out of order or nothing. It's just loud. Sometimes it gets loud. So my bad for that. Okay, so I just sent the link and she'll be coming up soon. Hopefully her internet service is back good. I don't know if it's been raining or if she has been experiencing like anything with connectivity issues with like storms and shit where she is, hopefully not. But yeah, y'all, so this young lady, it's scary, to I can't imagine what Rania is feeling just saying that, she said, Candace, I don't even think my sister is still with us. I don't think she's still in this life. I think she's passed on. I think those men did something about it, did something to her because she was allegedly expecting a baby. And as I heard her say, she said the guy Michael, the boyfriend, one of the men that Monisha was involved with, he was going back and forth from Detroit. He's from Detroit originally, and he didn't want any more kids. He had already had kids. Okay. And the reason why I asked that is because, as we know from this channel, when I cover murder cases of Black women, not saying that Monisha is murdered or anything, because I don't know that. So I cannot say that. But when I cover actual murder cases of pregnant women, it's usually because the man does not want extra kids, so I had to ask the hard questions. So Renita, I can see her coming back on, so I'm going to add her to the stream. Hey, Renita, can you hear me? I think you got to check your mic. Here, let me put in a private message. I sent my co-host sent the link as well, so Sent's coming up as well. Hey, Sent.
Hey, I'm getting my hair braided, so I'm gonna have to be on mute.
Yeah. Okay, let me let her
But I'm
know.
listening. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so I want to know, Renia, can you hear me? So she's gonna go back down and she's gonna come back up. Um so I wanted to see if she could get a hold of her aunt, because from what Renia is telling me, um, Monisha took care of her aunt a lot. The aunt had or has breast cancer, and so she would often go over and take care of her aunt and all her medical needs and personal needs, which I think is actually awesome, because I had a cousin. Y'all already know about my sister who survived breast cancer, but I had a cousin, and when my cousin was diagnosed with leukemia, and as she went up and down with her experience just having that disease, some family would drop off, and a lot of times the majority of the family, like, they had their own lives and things, and so it was only those solid few that would step in and take care of her. So I actually think that was really big of Monisha to take care of her aunt through that trying time.
Hello.
Yeah, that's
Hey, Renia.
Hi, we can hear you.
Okay, so you buy your aunt.
No, she said, can you call her?
Can I call her? Okay. Yep. Let's see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. But you see where the private chat is?
Uh, where about?
Okay. Look, it's gonna say private chat somewhere on your, if are you on your phone?
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
Look towards the bottom. It should be towards the bottom.
It's got Mike, Cam, settings, check, and leave.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm
it's
gonna
in the
send it,
chat.
I'm gonna text it to my number.
Okay, I'm gonna send her your number. Hold on. I'm gonna
Oh,
send you her. Hold on.
okay.
Go. Okay. Your phone right here.
And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if her aunt could come up and hit the link. But if not, we'll just be on the phone. Yeah, because like a lot of the stuff that I just learned, I did not know. Like, it was only one paragraph on Monisha. It was not a lot of information out there at all, which is heartbreaking. Okay, very heartbreaking. every time I come across one of these cases and there's not a lot. Like I literally had one case that came to me out of Georgia and it didn't have anything, y'all. It only had a phone number, and it had, the only thing it said about the disappearance of the young lady was she went missing around 3 or 4 o'clock. So the reason why I'm stressing that and I'm saying all of this is because I really need y'all to understand how important it is that I make y'all aware. Like this can happen to any of us at any time. And if it happens, we want somebody fighting on our behalf. We want somebody advocating for us. We want people to be looking and investigating. We don't want nobody to give up and just say, well, hell with it. You know, if the police are not going to do nothing, we're not going to do nothing. We have to get out of our system. This is our community. This is not theirs. So, of course, they're not going to care like we care. But the stuff that I see behind the scenes of running this channel with these missing cases, y'all, it's astounding. It is astounding. A lot of times it breaks my heart because again, they're not giving a lot of attention. I think since it's still having a connectivity issue.
Check your messages. I just text her. I just text you her number.
Okay, I'm about to call her. Y'all call her baby or baby?
Baby.
Okay, I'm gonna call her. Do you think she'll come on the live?
I don't know. She don't too much like cameras.
Oh, she don't have to cam up. She could be behind a she could be behind a picture like I am, cause
Yeah, me too. Cause if you see how I'm looking right now, trying to go get some Starbucks.
Okay, let's see. 226. Okay, let's see. 22. All right. Got it. Okay, I'm gonna go on mute real quick. Well, I really don't have to because can't nobody see anything. Okay. And she knows I'm calling, right?
I told her you gonna call her now.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Hi, is this Miss Baby?
yes, it is. Lee Brown. Yeah, this is. They call me baby, but my name Lee Brown. Yes.
Lee
How
Brown.
you doing?
I'm fine. My name is Candace Yvette. I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
That's good. So I am a vlogger. I'm an advocate of missing and murdered Black women. I have a channel on YouTube where I share a lot of these cases. And
Yes, ma'am.
today I came across Monisha's story, and a lot of times when there's not a lot of information out on a certain case, I will reach out to family, and I thank God because I was able to find Rania, and she was able to share with me a little bit more about Monisha's case because there's not a lot on Monisha out. Like we don't know much. And like I seen the earliest that I seen this case was like last spring or fall. Well, not for spring, I'm sorry, last summer going into the fall. And I wasn't hearing much about it. Like somebody shared it, and that was the last I heard of it. And now that it's resurfacing, I'm like, hold on, I gotta look more into this. And
Okay, because
mhm.
I did the missing thing, and like I said, I had joined a group about human trafficking, missing and exploiting girls and stuff. Well, I it was like well, okay, what is it that you want to know? Like I said, I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? I filed a missing report on Monisha. So this time, well, right now I think it'll be almost 2 years since I saw her. Maybe real young, just about. This time last
year and a half.
She Rania said a year and a half.
Right, correct. And so Mo is Mo is gonna always come around. Or she always come around. I don't care what time day or night she's coming.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, if I don't reach out to, her people that I know that know her. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
When I last saw her, she came here. She was around the corner, and I called her and told her to come take a shower and put on some clothes. But when she left here, I had bought her some clothes. She left here, she had on a sundress, some sandals, some diamond hoop earrings. She had a black and a pink tote bag, and she made her food bag, and she left here. I hadn't seen Monisha since then. Okay.
Do you remember the exact date that you last seen her?
It was around this time. No, not the exact date. I don't. Not the exact date. All I know, it was around. It was this time of. It was in this month in there. It was either May or March. It was right in these 2 months.
Mm-hmm. And like, was she over your house like maybe every day or every other day to come and help out? I'm sorry. I heard that you had breast cancer, and I'm sorry about that. My sister had it as well, so I definitely understand the struggle with that.
Yes, okay, thank you. I never get over that mentally though, but
Mm-hmm.
no, you know, like I said, she it wasn't every day, but then she would come. I would see her twice a month. I put it like that. Sometimes I wouldn't see her in 2 months, but then, like I said, when I hadn't seen her, then I would reach out to anybody see Monisha. And she would, until you been looking for me, I said, yeah, because I hadn't seen you.
Mm-hmm.
And then she hooked up with this guy. His name is Kerry Knox. He's evil. He's evil. When I first saw him, it was just something about him that I just didn't click.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't got it.
And have you seen him? Have you seen him since? Like since you reported him missing?
I see him. He see me, but like I said, the people that was in her circle. You understand me? The ladies that was in her circle. Like I said, when I see them, I say, no, and y'all call me. I say, no, I see, and the things that he was telling me about. He told me that somebody had Monisha locked up in a room in this particular area, and we let her out, just to come out and eat and go to the bathroom. Okay, now one girl told me like last week, the place that he was talking about, he was the perfect fit because he used to have, I think he said he had really just put on hair on. Yes, and the girl was saying, that the way he would abuse her, so he would keep her in a closet. But they just now started telling me this. They didn't tell me this at the time.
So he had her. You saying he had her on heroin?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, wow.
This is what's been told to me. Like I said, the girls that were telling me here recently, they said they're willing to talk to the detective. But the damn detective, he hadn't done anything to me. He just took the case and he did some couple of phone calls to people that, may have knew her, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? He hadn't, like these people I'm talking about now, he hadn't reached out to them.
Okay. What's the detective's name?
Name is Detective McCary.
McCary? McFay?
McCary. Yeah.
I'm gonna have you text that to me.
Okay.
And he's with the is it Bessemer Police Department?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and because you said that allegedly they had her locked up in a house somewhere. Was that house? I'm sorry. What were you saying?
No. This was an apartment. Like I said, the girls been telling me this stuff bits and pieces because he's supposed to be the kind of guy that he put spear in them. Okay, but at the time, that's when Monisha was. They seen more with him. Like I don't know if they've been around. I don't think they've been around the guy since then or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it goes on. And it's like 2 or 3 of them. Like I said, I don't. The things that they're telling me, I believe because they don't have any reason to lie, and everybody is not going to say the same thing. And usually when I talk to these girls, it'll be different times and different things. And this one don't know how to talk to the other one. You feel me?
Yeah.
So everybody, y'all saying pretty much the same thing about this guy. But like the detective, he told me that he talked to the guy. He said, but he's not. I said, so what did he say? He said, but he's. How did you put the word? He said exactly. He told me. He said he's not. He's not being. He's being deceptive.
Oh, he wasn't cooperating, and he was being deceptive.
Right.
So
I'm like, oh. Well, so I just a detective. So don't you supposed to? Pursue this or something?
Right. That's what I was about to ask. I'm like, okay, if he's being deceptive, that means you stay on. Excuse my French. You're supposed to stay on his butt. Like I ain't trying to. I cuss sometimes. So, because sometimes these cases, huh?
I do it all the time because it's really pissing me off.
Yes.
I am really
Yes, that's exactly what I was about to say. Sometimes these cases just enrage me, and but because you're older, I'm gonna watch my mouth.
No, you do it. You okay? Cause that's my expression. Cause like that. For the last couple of weeks or so, Mobile. She be on my mind every day. Every day I wake up.
Mm-hmm.
I've done it. But for some reason, I got this little itch or something, because this guy, like I said, I need him to take somebody. He need to get to this dude and question him. I mean, I'm not pleased with Detective McKay. I'm not with it. And like I said, I got a couple of people I've been doing other things. I was gonna say that I'm gonna have to go down here and talk to them and ask them, what is he doing? Because when I talk to him, he's like, well, I don't. They didn't the killing part about it. He gonna ask me and Marcia, her sister, the one live in Cleveland, gonna ask us which one he wanted us to choose which one that he would share the information with if we got anything. Which one, I'm like, well, I mean, what difference? I mean, all of us. If you find anything, why was he after one choice? Me or her. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know.
And then I'm hearing that this is Carrie guy, and the other guy is Michael. What do you think about Michael? Do you think he possibly has something?
Michael and I is the one that that did it. Like I said, I know him and Monisha was together. And I know they had their little issues. You know what I'm saying? But
he's very deceiving too. I know that he's very deceiving.
Like I said, I know here they had their little things or whatever, but like I said, my dollar is on Carrie. My life is on Carrie. Carrie did something to Monisha. He did something to Monisha and I died over here and he shit with a spoon, boy. And if I'm wrong, God forgive me, but that boy did something to keep the Monisha. Carrie did.
Mm-hmm.
Mike now, because Mike made me like this. I've seen that boy sit out here and cry. He come here, we just dance.
She don't know Mike.
Like I said, it's Carrie, because the girl told it's just Carrie. I know it's Carrie. Because because the way the girl, he came to her and jumped on her because when he first went down, he and I called him, I said, hey man, what's going on? He said, what he told me, he said, what you doing? He said, what you doing, y'all? And you investigating me or something? I said, pretty much.
Oh, he was paranoid when he was talking to you. What is what it sound like?
Then his sister called me when the detectives called him. His sister, she called me because she have dated my stepson. So he called me. He said this girl told me to give you her number. Mm-hmm. Okay, so when I called, she said, I said, this is baby. Oh, what the fuck you calling? Get the police to get my mom's number and stuff. So I said, hold up, baby, hold up. I said, who is this? This is Mary. I said, okay, well, how you doing? She said, I work every day and I don't got nothing to do with what Terry doing. I said, and why are you calling? Why you? Well, the detective. I said, so you said the detective called you. I said, yeah, and he said, then I said, where they did you not ask the detective what you asked me? I said, because you can't call me talking records like them.
Right.
I ain't with them. You need to talk to the detective. Well, I ain't got nothing to do with Terry, so I called the detective. I told him about it. He said, well, her name was on his contact.
Oh, okay. Okay, that
That's
makes sense.
That's why he called. I said, okay, so I told him what was what. So then I asked myself, well, so then after that, I would call Carrie periodic. I said, man, I heard, no, I sure miss my baby. I thought you called to tell me something about my baby. I ain't seen my baby this, blah, blah, blah. But like I said, and I see you all the time standing on the front porch. I said, yeah, but I said, I see you passing too. I said, but you never speak. So after that, he said, when I would be outside, he would start speaking. Okay, but now he's changed cars. He's changed cars and the places that he be. I mean, he can hide. I mean, it's something.
When was the last time you seen Carrie?
I said, he passed by here every day. He just don't know I see him. He passed by here every day. Because he got another car. But unless he knows that I know the car that he drives.
Is he still living in those same apartment place?
No, he don't live there. No. He's free down. He's camped out somewhere, but he down here in the trailer trash park. That's what I've been told. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I hadn't been down that way to see because if I do, I'll probably get a case. You know, I don't know if I might get a case for wrongdoing or whatever. Because I killed some bitch because I really think he got something to do with it. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
And then they need to take him. Somebody they need to take him and question him. Because if they do that, and then I just don't understand. I need a detective that's going to do what they got to do. Somebody.
Right. And
what all roads lead back to this boy. Everybody that you talk to about Moesha that know Moesha. It's all about it leads back to kids. Mike is never know. Mike no.
So
Mike, no.
What do you know what Carrie does for work?
What Carrie don't work, he hustle. He say he'll go and do whatever.
Yeah, and the reason why I asked is because sometimes in these cases, and this is no disrespect to you, Rania, or Mo, but sometimes I find out that the boyfriend really isn't the boyfriend. The boyfriend is really the pimp in some of these cases. That's why I asked.
That's pretty much what he called himself doing, because this is what keeps coming back to me. And like I said, I know he had to have Mo on some type of drug because ain't nobody finna take Mo and keep Mo nowhere, not Moesha. Mm-hmm. Ain't nobody gonna control Mo. You ain't finna do that to Mo. Mm-hmm. Unless you got her, like the only thing I can see, like that people saying he had put her on that heroin. That's the only thing. Cause other than that, Mo ain't finna stay nowhere too long. You ain't finna do that to Moesha. Mm-hmm. And you had to kill her.
And you said you started following the human trafficking page.
Excuse me.
You said you started to follow a human trafficking page.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, because like I was about to ask about that because like some from what I heard from Rania, like something didn't sound right. Like if she was she ever in the hospital like with like broken ribs and a broken jaw?
Well, I don't know. You know, like the detective he called to the hospital. I don't know.
Michael did that.
I correct Michael. Like I said. He said, I don't know if he was the one that did it or whatever, but he said, I don't know. You know, I've heard, Rena has told me, like, I don't know if Mike was the one that did. I don't know.
Yeah, it was Mike.
I believe you, Rania. I'm asking because,
she ain't know nothing about it, too. I asked her because, like, Michael is very manipulative. See, if a person don't know him and he could get up on you and just tell you stuff that he wants you to know, and he put on a good show. He good at doing that because my baby teacher's seen that for her own two eyes. Like the little time that he was coming down and she was like, oh, he very manipulative. I said, yeah, he is. And like they picked up on it like that instantly. Her and her son like picked up on it like that when they seen him. Mm-hmm. So if a person don't know, he'll try to slide away like he just a Mr. Good guy and this and that. That's how he portrayed himself.
So I know he's not because I've been in it. They've been in my company. Him and her several times, you know, at gatherings and stuff like that, and you know they had their little thing. Because I know when he get drunk, he saying he go from a junker to a high. Mike does.
Oh, you know, so that's confirming what Rania is saying, because Rania is saying kind of like the same thing, like he's a Jekyll and Hyde.
Right, you know, but like I said, I don't know. As far as I've never seen them fight, but I went to pick Mo up a couple of times because they had been into it, you know, when up in you know, in different parts of town and stuff like that. But like as far as her in the hospital, I can't confirm. I don't know, you know, because I haven't.
He put in the hospital a couple of times. Like when he wanted when her jaw was messed up, wire, he did that in her rib. Michael did that.
You said that Rania, you said that Michael is the one that allegedly broke her jaw.
Yeah, and the jaw wire her. Yeah, when her jaw had to get wired and broke her ribs, see, Michael did that when they was together.
Mm-hmm. And so, like, what you say, Auntie? I'm just gonna call you Auntie. What you?
I didn't know this. I didn't see her. I didn't see her like that. You know.
Okay, like when they got into like little fights and scuffles around you, like had she ever came back and said like, hey, like Mike has been putting his hands on me, or did she ever come off like that? Was she ever trying to cover up?
she said, he liked to fight. She said he liked to fight. I would always tell her, what to do. And I have told him a couple of times too. You like, hey man, look, now I know you get drunk and all this, but you don't do that. Don't but now you know it's not about love. I say ain't with that. You know what I mean? So after that, you know, I never you know, cause he never came back around me like that with her no more after that. But no more once they came over my house to a cookout and stuff like that, and you know, I mean, he was cool. Like he got kind of tips and stuff. Then he was talking crazy and molding too. So you know, I think they just left. But other than that, no. But all
You
I
know,
know
he
is,
don't do that in front of our folks. He know not to even put that in the tip to talk in front of me. I'm gonna blow his head off.
Mm-hmm. But Renia, like, so, like, yeah, because hold on one second, Renia. What you say, Auntie?
The detectives, Carrie told the detective that him and Monisha had got into it when he was standing down here in Cloverdale apartment.
Mm-hmm.
He called, the police picked her up from down there and took her up Mike's house. Carrie had beat Mo real bad.
Wow.
But now I'm asking the detective, okay, if he had done this here, so you ain't said you hadn't questioned the police that picked her up. You ain't said nothing about this here or none of this.
Right.
And then what I'm wondering is, like, do y'all know if either one of these guys has like priors like with domestic violence, or if they have girlfriends around the city?
More like I think Mike do. I mean, that's Mike, yeah, because the girl that recently that's pregnant now by Mike, I know he done knocked her upside her head a couple of times while she was
pregnant.
Yeah, this been recent. Yeah.
Wow. And like I'm gonna have you send me pictures of both of these guys if you can find them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I know I got one.
Yeah, you can text it to me, Auntie, if you find it. You can text it to me, and then like.
He on Facebook.
Both of them on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm gonna have y'all send me the pictures because I want to make sure, because I don't know what they look like, so I want to make sure I got the right person. And then like Auntie, I was telling Renia like to have y'all set up like a GoFundMe, because sometimes when these police officers don't want to do their jobs, we can hire a private investigator, and they'll go in and, you know, investigate, and they can look in and find out stuff that the police either can't, because, you know, sometimes I understand the police on these cases because they can't, like, police have to have proof that something happened for them to go in and do something. But other times I don't understand the police because they will have all of the proof. Right. That's what I'm saying. Hear me out though. But sometimes, like this case, they will have proof and they still won't do their job. They still won't do the job. Like Renia was telling me earlier that they wouldn't even go out and look at the house or look at the apartment where she was staying. Look for blood stains, nothing. You know, so I think... Huh?
He hadn't done nothing. He hadn't done nothing. And that's why I'm really pissed off about it. You know, like I said, because I don't understand him. I don't understand him. You know, I don't understand him. I really don't.
When was the last time you called that detective?
It's been so much because last time I talked to him, I lost my religion on him, so we just ain't talk no more. You know.
No, you got to stay on them, and that's why I'm glad I came across this case, because the more public it is, the more people from the outside will start to call that police department as well. You know what I mean? It'll make them look bad by them having.
That's another thing I didn't understand either. You know, because like I said, now he aired it on on the TV and stuff like that, but you know it was just a couple of days or so. Like I say, it's only like investment. It's not like nationwide airing. You get what I'm saying?
Right. And a lot of times these cases never make it nationwide. A lot of times, especially when it's Black women and children, they barely ever make it nationwide. The first case, since I had my channel up, I've been having my channel up for 2 years. since I've had my channel up, the only case that I've known that has made it to national news is Felicia Johnson, who went missing out of Houston, Texas, just recently. Other than Felicia Johnson, I haven't heard of anybody else really making it to national news.
Okay, I'm gonna write your stuff down. So your channel and things.
Yeah, and then like because I'm gonna have like once y'all get the GoFundMe set up, I'm gonna share the link to the video. Like send me any extra pictures that you may have of Mo. Send me the pictures of the guys. Send me the detective's name and his contact information as well. And like if y'all want to, like Rania has my number, you have my number, just hit me up and we can go live again about it, because this is a case that I really don't want to die down, or I don't want it to be swept under the rug, especially from what I'm hearing allegedly happened to her.
Right.
You know, then too, like I said, then Mo. I mean, Bessemer is the city where you know who drives what car, you know who work. I mean, you know everything about a person. You know their relatives, this and that. Like I don't understand why. Like I told man, somebody knows something. You're not gonna tell me don't nobody know what Mo is. Because everybody, I don't understand.
And then they just down there to relax. That's what's really pissing me off, is because not only do somebody know something, like as far as these boyfriends, they walking around comfortable like this woman just didn't go missing, you know?
Yeah. You know, like I said, no, y'all don't have to tell. Somebody gonna tell me something. I don't care about y'all lifestyle, what y'all doing like that, but that's on them. You know, like I said, I need to know where my week is. I mean, I ain't gonna stop. God knows I ain't gonna stop.
What about Michael? What type of work does Michael? What does Michael do for like a living?
All I know is that he sell drugs, and then he work for he do landscaping. Work for some landscaping company.
Oh, he worked for a landscape company and sell drugs.
Correct.
To me, it's not fine. I don't care what you do and how you do. It ain't back them. I'm trying to find Moise.
Right.
Like they never cover their own ass. I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Right. That's what I'm getting to, because I'm fearing. I'm like, okay, if they got to look, they hustling or whatever, they really don't want to. Men who hustle really don't like to talk to the police, obviously, for obvious reasons, you know.
Right, well then, like I told the kids, everybody, what everybody do. I just told them what they do ain't really got nothing to do with what you do. You try to find Moesha. Like if it had something to what they like, if what they do, if you do they like that, then that's when they come up. But in the meantime, you need to be trying to see what they do to me.
Right, and then not only that, but like if you really didn't have nothing to do with her disappearance, you would think that anybody who didn't have something to hide would be like, let me go and tell what I know. You know what I mean?
Right. But see, the detective ain't never even got that far. You know, like I said, he did a phone call. How kind of jail you gonna call somebody on the phone and ask them some shit? Like we talking. Okay, we trying to get down to the right. He hadn't done none of this.
Right. And that's how it is, though. That's how it is, like nationwide. Like I've covered cases out of Virginia, Texas, Cali. That's how it is nationwide. A lot of these cases literally get swept under the rug, and that's why I created this channel. Like, cause I can't even talk. Sorry, y'all. But in Chicago, cause I'm from the Midwest. In Chicago, they knocking black women off like flies, and they wasn't doing nothing about it. They literally possibly have 2 serial killers running around the Chi, strangling black women and putting them in dumpsters. Okay. And nobody is doing nothing about it. So when like another reason that made me reach out and try to search Mo's next of kin is the fact that I only seen just one picture. And I'm talking to my audience right now. Y'all, when I only see one picture of a missing person or whatever, it gives me the inclination that, okay, maybe this case is being buried. It's not getting a lot of attention. You know, when there's not a lot of information out, that's when I really start digging, because that person is not getting a lot of attention.
Yeah, she's not, like I said, especially like I said, Bessemer is the type of, is the city in town where everybody know everybody. If you don't know them, you know their relative, everybody know Everybody.
Yep, and that's
And
what I
like
was
that.
asking you earlier, Rania, right? Like, how big is Bessemer? How big is it? Because if it's small, like the city I'm from, everybody knows everybody, and everybody knows something. You know what I mean? Somebody knows
Like
something.
somebody knows something. If it's whether it's good, well, I mean, if whatever it may be, somebody knows something. You're not going to tell. Like I said, you know who go with who. You know who. Where, I mean, you know everything about somebody. Like saying Monisha, everybody know Mo. You know what I'm saying? People know Monisha. You know what I'm saying? They know Mo. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know I know Mo. Yeah, I know Mo. But I ain't seen Mo in a long time. And then whenever you get to talking to them, the first thing they say, it leads always to me. They always say, well, you know, last time I seen her, she was with this old and they call him Tiger. That's what they call him, Tiger.
Who is Tiger?
Carrie.
Oh, Kerry, that's his nickname.
Tiger.
That's his nickname.
That's his nickname, Tiger.
Okay.
That's his name, Tiger.
So yeah,
His name?
I'm about to wrap this up. Not because of anything, but I want y'all to hurry up and get started on getting the GoFundMe put together and start seeing if y'all can network and getting a private investigator, like talking to a few and see like how much they charge or whatever for these cases. But when you do, Auntie or Rania, whenever y'all get the information I'm asking for, I need more pictures of Mo. I need pictures of both the boyfriends, and I need that link to the GoFundMe once you create it, and the contact information for the detective. Huh?
Your name and your site?
Yeah, I can text it to you.
Okay.
I can text it to you. But so the detective's contact information, the GoFundMe link, pictures of these boyfriends, and more pictures of Mo. And we'll come back up and like we can schedule a live from a week from today, and we can see like or even a month from today and see if there's any updates. Rania, you have my number. Auntie, I'm gonna get off the phone with you. You be blessed. I'm gonna send you my information about my channel and my name and everything through the text as soon as I hang up with you, okay?
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Yep.
We're talking a little bit.
Okay, you be blessed and take care of yourself.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye. But Rania, so yeah, so like just give me that information to my email so that I can put that out in a new video. And my prayers are obviously with you guys as a family. I'm praying that she is alive. I'm gonna hold out some hope, even though I kind of know how these cases go, but I'm gonna hold out some hope that she is alive. But again, like you were saying earlier, if she's not with us anymore, it's important that you guys have closure. And not only that, but it's important, like Mo has value. Okay, like you said earlier, I personally, excuse my French because I do cuss on this channel when I get riled up. I don't give a fuck about what kind of life she was living. I got one case right now, Rania, that's on the back burner, and I'm trying to speak to the father of this missing woman, and he won't come up because he's ashamed because his daughter was possibly into prostitution. That's common. I don't care about none of that. It's important that
it shouldn't matter what she was doing. I mean, she said in the marriage to your child.
Exactly.
You shouldn't see her no different than that, your child.
Right. And I have sources. I'm not going to say what the case is, but I have sources that have literally reached out to me anonymously and said, hey, this is what we know. She was on this, they use certain sites for like prostitution, undercover prostitution. And I literally have people like possible leads in this case. And I'm like, look, I need to hear from you because we need to know what you know, because you could possibly know more than what we, the public, know. You know what I mean? And I don't know how to help if he won't reach back out to me. But
right, I mean, the idea you want her found. You want something. You want something done.
Right. And the more time that passes, I'm talking to my audience now. The more time that passes with these cases, the less information we can find out, or even to get these cases solved. We don't want another day, another second to pass on this young woman, y'all. She meant something. She has worth. Okay, she was somebody. This is her sister, and I was just on the phone with her aunt. People loved her. Okay, like I said, if it happened to us, we would want somebody to stop their world and get up and come look for us, share our stories, go search and get a search party, get on the news media. We wouldn't want nobody to forget our names. We wouldn't want this to be the end of our legacies. Okay, so please, if y'all have a heart, please share this story and like the video. I'm gonna Renee, I'm gonna have you back on so we can go over the GoFundMe. You get that set up. I'll put the link in the description box of these videos. And for right now, guys, I'm gonna be getting off of here. Again, Renee, you got my information. Don't be a stranger. And y'all remember what I always say at the end of these lives. Y'all be safe, be alert, and be aware. This is Candace, Yvette, and Renee, and we are signing off.
All right.